Hi, and once again, welcome to my mental monologue. I am Shelby Kyles, your host, and today I am going to be talking about cash and greed. So I want to talk about money and greed and the situation that happens with it. So with me is a guest, Amir Loving.
Greetings, Mr. Kyle.
Word life, G Money. Anyway, dog, what is your personal opinion about money and greed?
Well, Mr. Shelby, we're all a little greedy when it comes to we're Americans, so we tend to like price or choose to price anything we want at any price we want. Like we're Americans, so like everybody's got a price.
Yeah, everybody's got a price, but the thing about it is money, as we all know, as they say, is the root of all evil. Money usually met with good intentions, and like most people say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. But people who get money, they don't have good intentions, no matter how much they show like they do. You know what I mean? You look at the celebrities, they sit there and they act like they're, you know, helping people, but they buy things just to make themselves look better, make themselves look flashy. So then everybody wants to get that, but they don't try to get the money and put it to more stable use or more permanent solutions to a lot of things can be solved. If like most of the celebrities, they get like $3 million movie, checks. You know what I'm saying? They get at least, if you get $350 million for a movie in cash, then they should be able to spend at least $50 million to try to help out the community. And not just in one place, but multiple places. And groups of people should come together. It shouldn't be a thing where, we do a little charity and we help out. No, there's people out there suffering in their own hometowns, their own streets, in their own countries. Look at Portland. Portland's gone to shit. Don't really have big celebrities, but it's still gone to shit. I mean, what do you think? What do you think money could be used for? When it comes to celebrities and stores and corporations and stuff, they're just burning money away. You know what I mean? How would you fix that situation, man?
Agreed. There's definitely a consensus about where the money should go. Like, if there's a lot of money for just like one person, like on a contract conduit, and it's like you don't spend some money to help the community, and it's like millions on one person where you can, like, if you have $1 billion, you can probably spend our percentage of $1 billion, a good portion of $1 billion, you could probably make a community. So you should like
Yeah, it doesn't take nothing to make a small town, or like a little village or whatever. I know village probably isn't a village kind of word. What would you say? You say a ville, like Smallville or something. You wouldn't call it a village. But either way, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't take much to make it, pay for money. Like, for instance, I think if you had like a group of black celebrities who all made about let's say $200 million, and they all put away $10 million together to open up black schools, you know what I'm saying? Just for black kids, teach them all black knowledge. Not just the shit where we're slaves in America, but I mean all the African history, all the knowledge of black explorers that went out seas looking for things and brought it to Africa, or maybe taught people things in other countries from Africa. You know what I mean? And I mean, that would be something great, because that way you won't have to hear that some old bullshit about black people are uneducated, uncivilized. Black people have always been civilized. They always had knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They always could read. It's just they came here and had to learn a white man's language, and they couldn't understand that shit. No one understands English. Sometimes when you talk, you fuck up when you say English. So, but the point of it is, money could be put to better use. I don't know what you think about that. Just think about America or whatever. But that's the way I feel.
See, see, Amir, and all that Mr. Shell Shock, and you don't know how Amir feels, but you could probably say he doesn't feel good about that notion.
You'll
Like,
express how you feel, bro.
okay, absolutely, my brother. Like, you should probably try to like since it's like when you speak of the black culture and all that, and like it seems like other cultures want us to be, they just want it their way, and it's like, yeah, you think it seems like they want us not to win or something. So like, yeah, you should like put some, like any celebrity. You don't have to be black, but yeah, you think you want to better, if you come into America, a melting pot to better some culture. If you're well off, if you got all this money and you think you've won, why don't you try to build another team or try to expand? But some people just want to get, the rich want to get richer, and like they just.
It is the rich want to get rich, and they want to keep the poor poor.
That's a very good point.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I just just like the thing that don't make sense to me is when they say like we're out of money, like the country's in debt, but then they say we can borrow money from ourselves. How the hell can we borrow money from ourselves if we're in debt? It don't make any fucking sense. And then if you can borrow money from yourself, what the fuck, you know what I mean? You can never be out of debt. You can never be in debt. It makes no sense. And they take corporations, businesses out of America, put them in another country, just throwing money away, throwing it, to other countries where we're losing money all day long. People losing jobs. There's been states and cities where businesses ran out of the city. They left the city, they left the town, which left a lot of people jobless, and then they left their towns and they moved places. Hence, all the homeless people outside right now. They moved up here to get away from where because there's no jobs there now. And that's because of greed. That's the greed from the corporations. They want more money. It's cheaper to make the products in another country and do it in another country. Then they do that to save money there, and then they think we can spend the money on the wealthy here. And then the rest of us sit back like, oh, what the fuck? We don't have no jobs. We ain't got nothing going on. I don't know.
Correct. That's not a good solution to like. It's like Amir has no clue. It's like, bro, you should focus on like celebrities, like athletes, and any rich person on a contract, like all that money for a $350 million contract, right? Full house, like that for one person, like Paul Allen made $30 million a month for 30 years. They're gonna be printing money. Did you mention, like, how could the country have print money and still be, you're able to print money and you still be in debt? So it's like, okay,
it doesn't make sense.
Any sense, Mr. Shell Shock. Correct.
It don't make any fucking sense. Oh, we can borrow money from ourselves. Be in debt. I mean, they printed it out, in scrolls. You know what I'm saying? But yet we don't got nothing coming our way. That's bullshit. Like this whole they can't give us another stimulus check thing. You know what I'm saying? Or the unemployment thing. I mean, what's your take on that shit, man?
Well, just like how they test the president, they should be testing the memoirs of the civil rights since the country is protesting and going into limbo about the COVID and the protesting and the civil rights. When the civil rights protest, they didn't just protest and start damaging businesses. The police were damaging us. So Martin Luther and Malcolm, they would say, okay, boycott and don't give the businesses anything, and then make the people or the government rewrite stuff, because like every governing botanist is about money. So like you said, like when they send corporations over to other countries, like they like when a governing botanist, the government Hello. Also, Mr. Shellshock, leaving off with the governing botnets. A governing botnets, our country's government is about a botnets is about the money. So when the government, which is supposed to do the people, because the people make the country, it's supposed to do their social. Everyone in America has a social security number. When they when they monitor your social security and how where you are at on your comma, to the
We're talking
money.
about promissory notes.
Um, well, community chest, okay, 40,000 in the acre in this day and age should be like 400,000. And how many acres are probably just an acre? Like they should do it like that, and if you're from a city, but like when if there's a threat to a government botanist, they're supposed to eliminate the threat. Sure, they can put sanctions and regulations on the threat from coming from another country or wherever, from some villain in the country. But if it's coming from another country, then well, if there's a threat, that the president has to say, oh yeah, yeah, sure, the president is a nice guy. Sure, in America, the president's a nice dude, but he can't just sanction and regulate stuff. He's got to be like, bro, he's got to end the threat to the money, or else the government is going to take all the people's money and go govern on another continent.
Well, that's the thing. They go to another continent to try to get money, to try to seize whatever natural resource they have to make more money. They go to Africa and get diamonds. Now they can make diamonds. They've been making them nowadays from science and shit.
Cloning.
It's just carbon. But the thing about it is, and those diamonds are got some kind of code inside the diamond, so you can tell exactly what it was made from or some shit. It's all some kind of special about it. But the thing I'm saying is this: that all the natural resources, how they always say there's oil in fucking Iraq, there's fucking gold and shit in Africa and diamonds. You know what I'm saying? All these places had gold or whatever the fuck. And these people went crazy like it was the gold rush in California and shit. You know what I'm saying? They went there and bought everything. They're trying to get everything. America still does that today. They get over there and try to get every fucking thing. They want the land. They want the people. They want all the prostitutes. They want all the cars. You know what I'm saying? They want every fucking thing. And that's the problem. Motherfuckers get money, get
to be like them.
Yeah,
they don't want to be like any other culture, or bring up any other culture, and then take credit for that. Like then credit's good. Credit's like money. Expand your money if you're all about money.
And that's it. That's what they're trying to expand. They want more. And then there's just some old fart sitting around a giant house with a bitch that's fucking not digging them anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then they're fucking running around. They're going like, oh, let's go take off today. Would you like to have some brunch? They get drove around in some bullshit car. It's lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Go travel the world, get some money, see some cultures, help out some cultures, help out some people. But the thing I'm thinking is like American rich people. Okay? American rich people don't give a fuck about America itself. They just care about their pockets and how stuck up they can be, you know what I'm saying? Walk around with their asses all a little tight, pressed. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like fucking just help out the motherfuckers. It's like I watched this thing, okay, when they were showing a news special about the coronavirus, and they were showing this place in New Mexico where the Navajo Indians stayed. And they were saying how there was 18 Navajos in a single wide. A single wide? Are you fucking kidding me? 18 people living in a single wide. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Trailers or whatever. That's fucked up. Okay? And then they showed the whole nation, okay? Now, the whole time, and I heard it from other Native Americans, they don't got no fucking casinos. That's probably the ones that's fucking selling out. You know what I mean? So, these people, these Native people, and these white people like to say a lot, oh, I got Native in me. I got this much Native in me. You know what I'm saying? I got 3% Native in me. I got Native in me. But they don't want to help out their Native people. Right? So it's like, okay, you're not trying to help them out. You're just saying this shit to try to fit in with another culture, whatever, or take it lightly like you're not a threat.
You're not racist.
Yeah, you're not racist, But in all reality, that's fucked up. And you got people living in the country, and you hide them in a place where nobody goes, like a state no one goes, like New Mexico or something, like Utah or something. And then fucking, you're like fucking just like, okay, we're not gonna feed these people, we're not giving them any money, but we're letting their money be wasted on booze and stuff like that. That's pretty much what they try to do, is keep people oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Keep them down. I mean, they already took the natives' land. Now they try to fucking treat them like they're, worthless and like they don't exist. And that's not cool, man.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Kyle Amir sounds like cool nuts against 50. Like, how long? What's 50 gonna talk about? He keeps talking about money. Like these Americans fill their pockets with money. And it's like how good can you feel with all that money? Like doesn't the feeling transfer into something else? Like
that's what I'm saying though. Like you got all this money.
Why don't you go make somebody else feel good?
Man, I'm just saying like that fucking native thing. I'm saying that if you fucking took just 5 million, not even that, just 1 million, you can improve their fucking culture. You can improve the fucking ghettos and the fucking, states that are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You can improve whatever kind of fucking homeless situation. You can get people off the street by buying a fucking land, building a town, and putting them there, giving them jobs. You know what I'm saying? Making them feel worthwhile. Make life feel worthwhile to them. Is what I'm trying to say. But they don't think like the only thing about making themselves look like they're the queen and queen of bullshit.
Absolutely, it's miserable right now. It's like, bro, Amir questions a lot of this too. It's like, it's just like, bro, Amir understands he could have been rich and paid and could have done fresh, but all that's like meaningless because it's like, bro, like it's not in reality. It's in the subconscious form of currency, which Amir is happy about because he understands and knows that he had a chance to have money, but seeing what people have done with their money and how they act is like Amir's turned off by that himself. It's like, bro, you should like the brain. You should always keep it moving and thinking forward, like, bro, and like my people, for my family, like, oh, we don't know how people do it. For 61 years, you can't spend $1 billion and 60. Like my people have been sitting on $1 billion enterprise for like 61 years, and claim they don't know how people do it. And it's like, bro, so here, build a bank since people can't this is what Amir would do with it. He would build a bank and let people bank with him to see if they can spend the money and if we could all spend it in a lifetime, 65 years. But that was the lifetime back then. There's like you don't know how long you're gonna be on this planet. And Amir doesn't really want to be on this stupid planet. And here's Amir's theory, bro. If you give Amir the Nobel Peace Prize, $1 million, all in one lump sum, he can then leave the earth. Like, bro, he'd be happy to leave the earth because, like, for what? Amir likes to spend money, but this is ridiculous. Like you said, like people in America, excuse me, don't know the fresh, and foreigners don't know God. So he doesn't know he doesn't know per se what you know or what you don't know. He knows what Americans don't know. You don't know what you know. You don't care. You're not gonna tell you what you know. Americans don't know the fresh. Foreigners don't know God. So all about building
God we trust. God we trust. You know what I'm saying? But the way I look at it is this, man. It's just plain and simple, man. People got to start, especially right now when we got people trying to fight for unemployment and all kinds of jobs and shit, and things are getting bad. I think it's time for them motherfuckers to give back, man. All the ones that say they come from hoods and all the ones that say they come from hard lives and shit or whatever. I think the rich people need to try to step up, at least donate fucking $2 million to some causes or start a whole new thing.
Like they give to foreign countries, like
like how Oprah's done,
support this
like
kid
Oprah went out to Africa and built a school. Okay, She went out there and built a school, and them kids end up getting molested and shit. Why not build a school here in America?